Welcome back to Rise Entertainment 360. He's a quadruple threat in the entertainment industry as an actor, director, producer, and writer. His career spans nearly 4 decades on stage and the screen.
Yes, and now this Golden Globe and Tony Award winner has his eyes set on revenge in season 2 of BET's popular college drama, The Quad. Ruben Santiago-Hudson, welcome back to Rise 360.
It's great to be here. It's great to be here.
So happy to have you on the set with us.
I know, right? And I'm excited about season 2, which kicks off tonight because, yeah, I mean, last season there was a lot going on. Your character got cancer.
Us riveted to our screens last season.
You got knocked down from the king of the band world.
Look how I'm holding up, though. Look at me,
man. So what can we expect this season then?
Oh, just deeper. The Quad just goes deeper and it goes higher and it goes lower. So we want to really expand the complexities of all our characters and the arcs of their stories. So everything takes it up a notch or takes it down a notch. So we going in.
I like that. Going in.
Now, when you first discovered that your character was, revealed to have cancer, how did that make you feel?
Well, I didn't wanted to know what my mortality on the show was. Should my agent be calling people?
Right. So y'all trying to kill me off.
Felicia D. Henderson, our showrunner, and she said to me, "You going nowhere?" She said, "When you kick the bucket, no, She said, I'm leaving. I said, no, you ain't going. But you never know. I've died on a mini show, and all I want to do is do the best job I can in the time I'm there. And right now, I'm still there.
And you're doing a great job. And it's great to see, HBCU thriving, historically black college university that's thriving. But I know you have like 20 degrees, the doctorate, 2 masters, several degrees you've worked on. But you never went to a HBCU, did you?
I sent 2 kids to HBCU.
You sent 2 kids. Okay, so where are you pulling your inspiration from for this character in this show for HBCU?
HBCU is just a small part of just life in itself. The conflicts of life, the complexities of life itself, jealousy, nobility, duty, honor, integrity, anger, love, all the things that make great drama. They're all in the Quad, so you don't have to really look far, particularly if you like a black man, so I just, it's my life. It's the life I've lived.
And you guys tackled some serious issues in the black community, and the communities all together, like with, one of the students being raped and some of these sexual assaults going on.
It's very topical issues.
Yeah.
There's nothing that happens. There's nothing that happens in this show that's not a reality. Pretty much the great majority of our staff all from HBCUs. So, come on, we just got to be real. These things happen in life every day. Look at the climate we're living in right now. So we just bring it up. We magnifying a lot of things at times. People don't want to see it magnified, but that's drama. This is not a documentary, obviously. It's a nighttime drama. But we deal with reality issues.
And it's the purpose of art, isn't it? To shine a light on the issues that are taking place in society. But let's talk about the first black Disney princess, your co-star, Anika Noni Rose. What is she like to work with?
She's a monster. Because she's coming ready every day. There's no ifs, ands, and buts of what we're going to do. She's going to know her thing, I'm going to know my thing, and we're going to hit it. And I love it. It's like we have some veterans on there like that, and we try to lead the example for the younger ones.
Well, you are like a veteran on this show. What are some of the things of wisdom you impart on the younger actors?
I have a group of them that kind of hang around me, and then I have another group that say, I know it.
Do they hang around? Do they hang around you with a pen, waiting like?
Pretty much. But they do it. They like. I mean, they literally will follow me and say, "Drop it, drop the knowledge, coach, drop the knowledge." I mean, really. And I drop it. I have 2 that just came to New York to study with me this past week, so they studied with me all week long. And they went back, So, but they're eager and curious. Curiosity is going to, like I always tell the young actors, curiosity is your friend. Contentment is your enemy. So long as you're curious, you're going to discover things. You're going to learn.
Do you ever do a master's class?
That's what I just finished the whole week.
Oh, really? Oh, we missed it. Oh, you kidding? Okay, you got to do another one.
He's a professor himself.
Yes, and I'm also an actor, so I'm trying to hone in on more of my skills and go deeper with some of my stuff.
I know you got a connection with me, but everybody had to audition, like all 200 people.
I auditioned. All I need is a foot in the door. I got you.
I'll get you a foot in the door now. You got to break the door down, though.
I'm there.
Okay, speaking of breaking down barriers, you're also stepping behind the camera this season to direct.
Yes.
So what is that like? I know you've directed before, but what is that like for you?
Well, I'm a stage director, and I mean, this past season, the play that I directed, Jitney, won the Tony Award for Best Revival. And Felicia's had her eye on me, Felicia D. Henderson, our showrunner, for a while, and she invited me in. And I kind of went kicking and screaming because it's never been my real goal to direct TV and film. I do love the stage that much, but I've begun to love directing behind the camera.
Oh, yeah?
It's just like, I feel that I can help, opposed to being a traffic cop. I can actually help deliver an actor's performance to hopefully another level, or give them the kind of support they need and trust to go to another level. So that's how I distinguish myself as a television and film director. I mean, everybody can, not everybody, but most people are technicals. 75 lens, 25 lens, 35 lens. But not a whole lot of people can go and pull you in the corner and say things to you that help you as an artist.
Because you've been there.
Yeah, that's what I've done my whole life.
So how do you direct yourself? Because you're also in the episode you're directing for the quad. Like, how do you direct yourself? You say, look, brother, you're going to have to do this. Okay.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Right, talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself. Give yourself a kick in the pants.
Sometimes I forget that I'm in the scene and I'll be watching the monitor and I'll see the actor walking down a path and I know they're going to come into a 2-shot. And I'm watching them since she's getting ready to walk into a 2. I said, oh, I'm the 2. Then I have to run back and run down the aisle and just kick it in. And kick it right in. But what I never do is direct the other actor while I'm across from them.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'll go to the monitor and I'll look. Maybe I'll call them over and have them look.
To actually be the director in the place of the director as opposed to a colleague.
Right, so get your stuff together before you start telling people what to do while you're standing next to them. So I'll bring them over to join me and say, this is what I think we need to tighten and do better. You know.
So we have to ask, which do you enjoy more, being in front of the camera or behind it?
I love acting tremendously, but the directorial aspect, the writing and the producing, empowers me in the way that I can also enable and empower other people by giving them opportunities. So I'd be remiss if I didn't appreciate that aspect of it, you know, being able to supply opportunities for other people.
Very good. Well, we want to talk more about the opportunities you're supplying and your amazing career when we come back. Let's take a quick break and then we'll enjoy more.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Arise Entertainment 360. We're still hanging out with Ruben Santiago-Hudson in the house.
Now we have to talk about, we said before we went on the break that we were talking more about your career, but you started your career on Broadway. What has that been like? Oh, that's incorrect information?
No, I started as an actor, but I was a long way from Broadway. I was at the community center, you know.
So what was the transition to Broadway like?
You know, I don't look at the transitions. I just take the path and however God reveals it to me, I just take the journey and be prepared. I never knew I'd be on Broadway. I never knew I'd win a couple Tony Awards. I never knew that. That wasn't the goal. The goal was to do something I truly loved, and that was to act, to entertain, and to share myself in the most intimate ways in a public manner. And I just went and learned, and you know, I got my bachelor's, I got my master's, I got my doctorate, and I just kept chugging. And if I can earn something else, I earn something else. But I'm curious. I want to learn. Like I said earlier, I'm never done. I wake up every morning with one reality. I really don't know anything. So I'm out trying to find out all I can. So I seek it. I've had great teachers, instructors. I've had people that helped me. George C. Wolfe, Douglas Turner Ward, Lloyd Richards, all the great directors I've worked with, and I'm just fabric of all the stuff they've given me. I'm part of that fabric.
And so I know you've lived, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know you lived in New York for more than 30 years, and you've been on the stage almost every single one
year,
of
that's
those
my vow.
years. It's like every year you just got to get back. Why
yeah,
is
I
that
promised my
you?
mother that. My mother said to me, she had visions. She would get visions, and she said, God's going to feed you from the stage. No matter where your career takes you, the stage is where you root it. So every year of my career, I've been on stage. Some years 10 times.
Wow.
You know, when I was really prolific, when I had my own theater company, I had to keep performing to eat. So I would just do play after play after play. You know, so now I just make sure I can get one in.
Right. I got enough time to squeeze one in. Well, a lot of people, that would be a dream come true. Just to get one in a year would be a dream for some people.
I've done over 100.
Phenomenal. So what drives you after 40 years?
I don't want to disappoint my mother. You know, the sacrifices she's done for me. I'm an adopted kid. She took me and made something out of me, you know, and I always just wanted to please her. But the thing is, I got 2 big plays coming up. I got to get this in.
Oh, please.
2 big plays coming up. Now, tonight is the big premiere of the Quad, which I'm giddy about.
10 p.m.
But I'm doing Paradise Blue with Blair Underwood off Broadway, which will start in April. And then right after that, the big announcement yesterday in the paper was Shakespeare in the Park. I'm directing Othello.
Wow, that is huge.
At the Delacorte Theater in Central Park. I'm only the 2nd African-American director
congratulations. That's phenomenal.
So I'm just, I get chill bumps thinking about it because it's a pinch yourself moment.
Yeah, but does Shakespeare frighten you or excite you?
That's where I got my master's in the classical repertory company in Detroit. So I've been on that stage 3 times starring in classical plays.
Do you think it's important that you're directing a Shakespeare play with the only black person in it?
Well, a lot of times he's not the only black person. I've seen all black cast with white Othello, and I've seen Othello and Iago both black.
But historically speaking, Othello was supposed to be a Moor, no?
Yes, which in those days in 1604, a Moor meant anything below the Sahara. Didn't necessarily mean the Moroccan and Algerian, which people think. If you were dark, they called you a Moor. Let's get into history. No,
I know, I like this.
Historical education.
But this summer, it's like a real big deal, and I haven't really hit me yet, but the Public Theater and Oscar Eustis gave me this invitation to come in, and it was something I couldn't turn down. I had actually put another play, an incredible play, which I'll do next season called Oubladi, which is, anyway, that's old. We won't get into that. That's another show y'all got to bring me on.
You continue to work. Do you think to yourself, I'm successful, or are you still striving to get to that level of success which will make you and Mom happy?
I'm successful because I get up every morning, I'm alive, I have a beautiful family, I do a job that I absolutely love, and I have an opportunity to do well and build my community. And that means the world to me. I'm from a woman that had a rooming house that built the community up in Lackawanna, New York. Wow. And I'm just an extension of her. So I can't do what she did. It was, the magnitude of what she did was incredible. But I can help in my own way, and that's what I strive to do, and it means the world to me. So I'm successful. Success is what, not in somebody else's estimation, in your estimation.
Yes.
Are you happy with you? Do you feel good about who you are when you wake up in the morning? Of course, we're gonna do wrong every now and then and get slapped upside the head. But are you a good person? Are you contributing to the society in a great way, or a good way, positive way? That's success.
You definitely are. He definitely is, right?
So I have to ask you, of course, Oscar nominations came out today. Who are you rooting for?
I pay very little attention to it, but I'm hoping that the brothers and the sisters get obviously Get Out should get more credit than it's due, and I'm hoping Mudbound and different things. I don't even know if they were nominated.
They were.
But I want,
happy to know Mary J. 2 Oscar
I want the
nominations.
sisters and the brothers to be recognized, but I also want them to know recognition from other people that don't really fully understand your culture. Don't seek that too hard.
Right.
You know, the validation is from you and God and the people around you that love you. That's the real.
All right, well, always dropping knowledge down here. Thank you for the wisdom. And thank you for stopping by again.
I gotta go. I can't hang.
No, you can hang all day.
I'm
But
gone,
we have a lot more
man.
show to do. But we will be seeing you tonight.
with us.
Yes, yes.
We're about
come
to
back and do
dance.
some
What
reggae
makes you
with
think
us.
I could dance?
Oh, well,
see,
you can show
we
us
know.
how little you can dance.
I'm one of the best chair dancers in the business.
Oh, Lord. On that note, make sure you check out The Quad tonight. The season 2 premiere is at 10 p.m. on BET. We will be watching. We hope you will be. And come right back for more 360. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
Great job.
You were cool.
You know he can't.
Where you get her from?